Hello students, I welcome you all to this session. I am Vaishali Kikan and today in this session we will be talking about the crystal structure. First of all, why we are studying the crystal structure? We should know what is the exactly arrangement of atoms or molecules inside a crystal. Okay, so the crystal structure gives me the arrangement of atoms inside any type of crystal. So if I talk about the fundamental type of unit that will be repeating throughout the crystal, it is the basic crystal structure. So we have the simplest type of crystal structure, which is called simple cubic structure. Okay, it is also called the simple cubic lattice or simple cubic crystal. Okay, so here we have a cube and at the corner of the cube, so we have 8 corners in the cube and at the 8 corners we are having one atom. So you can see we have all of the corners and at the corners we are having one atom. Let's suppose the dimension is 1, so this edge dimension is 1, so here I can specify the coordinates as well. The coordinates would be 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 and then we have 0 1 0, then 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1. So this is how we have all of the coordinates. We can specify them. Okay, so now here if I have to find out the total number of effective atoms in this structure. Okay, so you can imagine that this structure is repeating throughout the crystal structure. So this structure will be repeating in the 3-dimensional direction. So here also I will be having a crystal structure, here also and here also. Similarly in the back side also I will be having the 4 crystal structures. So if I talk about this particular atom is shared by this structure as well as 7 other structures. I hope now you can imagine it. And now if I have to find out its effective atoms, so the effective atoms by this structure will be 1 upon 8. So how many atoms are there in the simple cubic structure? I have 8 atoms. So the total number of atoms will be 1 upon 8 into 8, which will be 1 atom. Okay, so here I will be having 1 atom or 1 molecule per structure. So now the second type of crystal structure is the BCC structure. You can see here we have 1 atom at each of the corner of the cube plus 1 atom is present at the center of the cube. It is also called body center cubic. Okay, so now here if I have to find out the total number of atoms, so the total number of atoms will be 1 by 8 multiplied by 8 because these atoms are again shared by 8 structures and now this atom is whole occupied by this cubic structure. So you can see here we have 1 by 8 into 8 plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2 atoms per structure. Okay, so now I hope you understood how I am finding out the total number of atoms per structure. Now here this is FCC. FCC is face centered cubic. Now in the face centered cubic structure we have 1 atom at the corners like in the simple cubic structure, then 1 atom is present at each of the face center. Okay, so how many faces we are having in a cube? We have 6 faces. And okay, if I have this atom here, this atom will be shared by how many number of cubes? This cube plus 1 cube which is adjacent to this. Okay, so this face atom will be shared by only 2 cubes. So the effective atom got by this FCC crystal will be 1 upon 2. And how many number of total face centric atom are there? So here we have 6 atoms. So 1 by 2 into 6 plus this the corner atoms will be constituting 1 atom. Okay, so here we have 1 by 8 into 8, so 1. So I have directly chosen it to be 1. So here we have 3 plus 1, which is 4 atoms. So now I hope you understood. In face centered cubic we have 4 effective atoms per cube. Okay, so now coming to the zinc blende structure. This is the zinc blende structure. What is the zinc blende structure first of all? here, if when I have one face centered cubic structure, so here I have one more crystal cubic structure, and this is coming inside this face centered cubic structure. So we have the penetration of one another cubic structure inside this structure. So here if I have all of the similar kind of atoms, here I will be having one different atoms. Okay, so whenever we have compound, that time we will be having this type of structure. For example, in the case of gallium arsenide, we have zinc blende type of structure. Okay, so now if I have penetrated it inside, how I have penetrated it inside? Because there are large gap between the two atoms. So here if I have one atom, here if I have one atom, here also I have one atom, so I have large gap in between these atoms. So let's understand what are the coordinates, so that you will get to know in more detail that how we have more gaps. So here if I have one atom at the center, again I have taken the dimension to be 1. The center atom is at the center of each coordinate, so its coordinate will be 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Now coming to the face. So here if I have face centered atom, so here the coordinates will be 0, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2. So now here you can see, here it is, so here it is 1, 1, 1. Okay, so here this is 1, 1, 1. And here it is 1 by 2, 0, 1 by 2. So here we have the gap between these two coordinates. So this gap is filled by some another type of element or some another type of atom. So here I have 1 by 4, 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 penetration. Okay, so this atom will be coming inside by a factor of 1 by 4 in x direction, 1 by 4 in y direction and 1 by 4 in z direction. So here you can see, here I have made this here, you can make it here as well. So if I am making it here, so here it will be 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 coordinate. Okay, so this coordinate is 3 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 by 4. So now I hope you understood all of the structures. Now coming to the some parameters that we need. Okay, so first of all we need to find out what is the distance between the centers. If I have, so I will be talking about face centered cubic. Here I have one atom, this is the center. This is the center. Okay, if I need to find out the distance between the center, I will be taking 0, 0, 0 position, and here I will be taking 0, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. I need to find out distance. I will be simply using the distance formula. So here the distance formula gives me x coordinate minus x coordinate here, y coordinate minus y coordinate here. We will be squaring them and we will be taking under root. So here 1 by 2 minus 0 square plus 1 by 2 minus 0 square plus 0 square. It is the simple distance formula, and the distance between two atoms came out to be 1 by root 2a. So now these atoms are at some distance. Okay, so if I have to find out the maximum radius occupied, so let's suppose in a particular case these both atoms are occupying the full distance between them. Okay, so now this area, this distance is a upon root 2. Let's suppose we don't have any kind of gap between them. So now if I have to find out the radius, also I am taking that both of the atoms are equal in radius. So here you can see, if I have to find out the radius, this distance is a upon root 2. So the radius will be equal to a upon 2 root 2. So this distance is divided by 2 because this is the same radius r, this is the radius r. 2r is equal to a upon root 2. Now if I have to find out r will be a upon 2 root 2. So this is the tetrahedral radius. Okay, so this is called the tetrahedral radius. Now I have the radius, I can find out the volume occupied by the atoms. So okay, volume occupied will be here, how many total number of atoms are there? Here the effective number of atoms are 4. Okay, and the formula for volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, I will be multiplying it with 4 number of atoms. 4 by 3 pi r cube will be giving me the volume of one atom, and total atoms in this structure are 4. So 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Now I will be replacing the value of r, which is a upon 2 root 2. So this will give me the effective volume occupied by the atom, which is pi a cube upon 3 root 2. So here if I find out this in the percentage, it will be equal to 74%. So I can say atoms have occupied the 74% of area in the FCC structure. Now coming to the zinc blende structure. Here you can see the distance between the two atoms will be, so here if I am taking 0, 0, 0, the nearest atom will be at 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. So distance I have to find out to the 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4 atom, and it will be giving me 1 by 4 minus 0 square. So I will be simply using the distance formula, under root 1 by 4 minus 0 square plus 1 by 4 minus 0 square plus 1 by 4 minus 0 square, and it will be under root 3 by 4a. Okay, now I have found out the distance. Now I can find out the tetrahedral radius. So here I am supposing that there is no gap. So here I have chosen that my atoms are looking like this. So here I have under root 3 by 4a to be the total distance. Now it is the distance from the centers. Okay, so here from here up to the center. Okay, so I have taken the distance from the centers to be 3 by under root 3 by 4a. This is r and this is also I am taking to be r. So the r will be 2r is under root 3 by 4a. So r will be equal to under root 3 by 8a. So this is how I can find out the total volume occupied also. Again here I can see the total number of effective atoms. Total number of effective atoms will be 4. 4 were there in the FCC structure. Now here I have 4 more atoms which are coming inside by the penetration. So here I will be having 4 plus 4, which is 8 number of total atoms. So here you can see I have multiplied with the 8 of the volume occupied by the one atom. So volume occupied by the one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is under root 3 by 8a. So 8 into 4 by 3 pi into under root 3 by 8 a cube. So this is under root 3 pi upon 16 a cube. So which is, if I find out in the percentage, it is nearly equal to 34%. So you can see that in the case of FCC, it is more densely packed. Here I have a lot of empty spaces. Okay, so this will be changing the electronic properties. So if I talk about the silicon, here A is 5.43. So if I find out the tetrahedral radius of silicon, it is actually following this structure. So here I have found out the radius to be 1.18 angstrom. So here you just put 5.43 angstrom instead of A, and you will be finding out the tetrahedral radius of silicon. So here I will be concluding my session. I hope you understood each and everything. If you still have any kind of doubt, you can put the doubt in the comment or you can reach out to me. Thank you so much.